Hello everyone, my name is HunterYesHunterNo and welcome back to another build tutorial. In today's video, let me ask you one question. Have you ever wanted to live in a Nintendo Wii? Because I've figured out how. In today's video, I have made a house based on the iconic Wii by Nintendo, and it's got to be one of the more creative builds I've ever come up with in my life, and I am super excited to share this build with you. Now, this video is going to be split into two parts. The first half is going to be the build itself, you know, how to build the Wii, and then the second half is going to be the inside, all of the stuff you can see that I did in there. The interior is much less important, so if you want to skip that, that's fine, but if you really want to just, you know, have a complete house by the time we're done with the video, settle the way through it. I hope you enjoy either way, and yeah, I'm going to quit wasting your time. Let's get straight into it. On screen right now, you can see the total materials list you'll need for both the main structure as well as the interior decoration. I've got them both right there. Just like I said, it's going to be split into two parts, so those are the two sections that you'll need. And while we're building this, take note that we will not only be, you know, building it from my POV, we'll also have a second camera up in the top right corner for you to view the whole build from an alternate angle, hopefully to just help you figure out how everything goes together. You're going to start off by placing 2 blocks on these 2 spots here with a 2-block gap between them. Once you get behind this block, you're going to go ahead and place 23 blocks back, total of 24 long, and then place a smooth quartz stair on the back of that line. You're going to come back here, you're going to go out by 2 more blocks in the diagonal pattern, and then just follow this line all the way back till it's even with the line we just did a second ago. And yeah, about here's where I realized that I was 1 block short. You need to go the full 23 blocks, and then place the stair, not 23 blocks plus the stair. Anyways, right here, you're going to place 2 gray stained glass blocks for windows, followed by 2 iron doors, and then don't forget the iron pressure plates to be able to open that, of course. And then next to this window, place 1 more smooth quartz block, and then go back to the back over here. You're going to place 1 quartz block on top of the stair here, followed by another stair, and then you're going to run these stairs all the way across the back. The Wii has this weird, like, angle on the back of it, and that's obviously what we're recreating here. Do that 2 rows of smooth quartz stairs upside down, of course, to make that sort of upside down angle. Now you're going to come from this quartz block we just placed and place a bunch more upside down smooth quartz stairs. The Wii's got like a line along the bottom. I'm pretty sure it's just the molding of the plastic, but hey, it's part of the Wii, it's part of the build. We got to make this look as identical as possible. Once you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and go all the way up. This needs to be a total of 23 blocks tall, so 21 on top of the 2 blocks we'd already placed. Wii's nice and tall, gotta get all the way up there. Once you've reached that 23 block height, go ahead and go across with it with some more upside down smooth quartz stairs. Again, just there's another line on the top of the Wii, trying to make it look all the same, so in it goes. And then once you're done with that, go down a little bit. You're going to place 2 rows of 4 more quartz stairs right there. That just makes it the little Nintendo logo in the corner. Now, once you've got all these upside down stairs placed, go ahead and place a whole bunch of quartz blocks to fill in the side here. I'm aware that quartz is not exactly the cheapest block to get in survival, so if you want to make this build in survival for cheaper, Nintendo also released black and red Wii's back in the day, which you could easily recreate using this exact same build, just replacing the quartz with tiled deep slate or with mangrove wood, respectively. Again, both of those are kind of expensive blocks, but hey, it's the Wii, you gotta go all in, right? Out the front, you're going to go ahead and wrap your window and doors with another round of quartz blocks. On this furthest block above the window here, you're going to place a bunch of black stained glass panes all the way up to the top except for 1 block. This, of course, is the slot where the Wii disc would go in. In the middle here, you're going to do a 2-wide pillar of more smooth quartz all the way up, just filling in more of the front of the Wii. And once you're done with that, go ahead, head back down here, go up by 2 blocks here. And then on top of the 2 blocks, you're going to place 2 smooth quartz stairs, one at an angle like this. On top of the angled stair, place 7 smooth quartz blocks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And then do the same thing with the stairs, just upside down now. 2 more smooth quartz stairs. And then inside of that, place some stained glass panes, white glass panes. On top of that, go ahead, just fill in the rest of it with some more of those smooth quartz blocks all the way up to the top. Then from the top, go down 2 blocks and place 2 blocks sticking out in a row, and then down another 2, place 2 more, and then don't forget a soul lantern right there on the top sticky out bit. And then go all the way down to the bottom, 1 block above your window there, place another 2 blocks. Now go along these corners here, making 2 more very tall smooth quartz pillars all the way up, just filling out more of the side here. Once you're done, go back down to these sticky out bits and place 2 more blocks. This, of course, makes up the 3 buttons of the Wii console. And around the back, behind the other white glass, place some more white glass. That's the weird little SD slot. On the back now, we got some fun stuff to build. Go ahead and place 1 more row of the quartz blocks and then stop. You're going to place 3 black glass panes and then 2 more on top in this pattern here. Wrap around that with some more of your quartz. This is just one of the many ports on the back of the Wii, one of the plugs, I believe. Go ahead, cover that thing up, and then go 2 blocks in right here before placing a red stained glass and then 2 more on top in a small L shape. And then fill that in, of course, with some more quartz. That's another, just one of the many plugs. And to its side, one above your previous one here, you're going to go a 3x2, 6 black glass panes in this pattern here, as you can see on screen. Fill in the rest of that with more smooth quartz blocks, just to kind of fill in the back. Go up by 2 more blocks, and then what you're going to do here is this weird kind of grid pattern. You need a total of 9 squares in a 3x3 fashion. Again, just like you can see on screen here. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically you're making a little bit of a crafting grid. These, I believe, are the vents on the back of the Wii, if I recall correctly, and, you know, it looks kind of fun like this. And then in each of those holes, in place of a block, you're going to place a gray stained glass pane, just like so. Now go ahead, fill in the rest of this top section with more of your block of choice, smooth quartz in this case, of course, all the way up to the top. We're going to punch out a couple more holes in a second. Down 2 blocks from the top, you're going to make 2 2x1 holes. I think these are just vents on the back. To be honest, I can't remember. I just remember this is what the back of a Wii looks like. Now go ahead to the larger side here. You need to go in by 2 blocks from the bottom, in by 2 blocks from the side, and then from the top a total of 3 blocks filled in, as you can see on screen here. We're going to be leaving this large open space for a window, and we will come back to this in a few minutes, but for now we're going to leave it open just for ease of building and for viewing, really. Once you're done with that, just go ahead, head back up to the top, fill in the rest of this with pretty much the rest of your white quartz there, your smooth quartz, I should say. The Wii itself has just a very plain, flat top, so same thing here. Now head back down to the front. You're going to place 2 soul lanterns there for some light, and then we're going to go work on the floor on the inside. For simplicity's sake, go ahead, break down the doors and the pressure pads we placed earlier, and then you're going to do a 2-wide row of this is it warped nylium? Warped wart? Whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about. The block that I'm holding right now. Take it back a good ways back here. This is not an exact proportion. We're going to get back to this in a second, but we're just trying to place a rough floor design. Bring it all the way back, ignoring all of the weird lighting glitches that Minecraft likes to give us, and just fill in that whole section. Once you're done with that, go ahead, place your doors and your your pressure plates back down, and then get rid of the rest of this grass. We're going to fill in all the rest of this floor with cobbled deep slate. Technically speaking, you could probably fill this in with more quartz or a different color if you really wanted to, but to my recollection, the bottom of a Wii is black, and I think cobbled deep slate sells the effect that we're looking for. Once that's done, go ahead back here. You're going to fill in 2 more rows of this white quartz to kind of cover up the stair pieces from earlier, and then go in by 2 blocks, place a row of stairs, in by 2 blocks, right on the wall here, 2 more stair blocks. And this will all make sense in a little bit, don't worry. Now we get to the complicated part. The first part, just go ahead and place a log there for ease of access. You're going to start by placing stairs with some wooden blocks beneath each of them. Ignore me placing the fences, it's fine. Stair, and then a couple more blocks, and then another stair. And then you realize that we didn't go far enough over here. We needed to go 1 further with the warp wart. Now we can place a stair, a block, a stair, and then a 1x2 walkway there. We're going to turn it around, and again, a stair, 3 stairs up, just like before. So 3 stairs up, turn it around, 3 stairs up again. And once you get up to this top point, place 2 dark oak planks. That'll make sense in just a second. Now we're going to come back down here, continue this log we did earlier, just build it up nice and tall. It's about, I think, 9 or 10 blocks in the end. Once you get to this point, place some sideways facing logs underneath the wood planks you just placed a second ago. Stick 1 out further in line with that previous log, 1 out on this side, and 1 more out on this side, and then top that off with 1 more log. This will all make sense in a second, but now for this fun stuff. You're going to need a whole lot of trapdoors, and you're going to place these trapdoors all over these stairs. You're going to be building up it's a sort of a wall. I don't know how to explain it in words, but you can see it as it forms on screen right now. Trapdoors are a really good way for making a wall without utilizing a full block, and it makes it possible to do really tight staircases like you're about to see. So what you're seeing me do right now is placing some more trapdoors on the same side where more stairs are. The trapdoor is thin, so it doesn't block up the staircase, but you still have a wall and a railing to prevent, yourself from falling off these stairs as you're trying to walk up it. Now, placing trapdoors on moss like this is not always easy, nor is it always fun, but there's a couple ways to make it easier for yourself. My recommendation is to just hold shift, place down a whole bunch of trapdoors in the orientation that you need them, and then flick them all up simultaneously once you've placed a whole bunch of them. And on the inside here, you see we're going to go ahead and block up the stairs. And then don't forget to break out these standing blocks we placed earlier. Make sure you only break out the standing blocks, not the stairs. Don't do that. That was a mistake. And then just fill in the rest with these trapdoors, including around the back here, where even though no one's really gonna see this part, it still is a good place to just kind of fill in a little more detail. And then down here at the bottom, where we can't quite get a trapdoor, feel free to place a couple of dark oak planks on the inside there just to mask those holes. And once we get around the front, go ahead, hide all of that with a couple more trapdoors, just like so, and bam, you've got yourself a fully functional staircase in a very tight space. And then you walk right off the edge because we haven't finished the second floor yet. So let's finish the second floor. Go ahead, 2 blocks in from your front, place a couple more logs, just like we did on the other side, about 9 or 10 blocks tall. I really can't remember how tall these blocks are supposed to be, but hey, it makes sense in a second. Go back to the other side, run 1 log facing sideways all the way across from the other side, and then do the same thing we did earlier where we had the logs sticking out above and below it. Oh, these blocks aren't supposed to be here. And then on the inside there, in the middle of all that, go ahead and place some more dark oak planks like so. Just fill in the whole thing. This is going to be the floor of your second floor balcony kind of thingy. I don't really know what to call it, but you can see it working as we go here. Now that you're done with that, go ahead, grab your fences, and place them along the bottom here. This is more for decoration, and then on the top here, this is more for safety. I'm going to come around here as well. I forgot 3 and then 2 fences right there just to kind of finish off that wall. It looks nice. Over here, place 2 dark oak fence gates there. That's just another barricade, and then you're going to slap 2 fences on top of each of these logs. We're going to come back to this in a minute. We've also got a bit of a lighting situation going on, so let's go ahead and put 2 soul lanterns, one on the top and then the bottom, 1 block in on either side, so just there. And after that, let's go ahead, we're going to put a note block on top of each of those fences we just put there. This is completely decorative, but hey, I think it looks pretty nice. Now, between each of these note blocks, you're going to place dark oak slabs just all the way along. You do have to shift, don't forget, when you're right-clicking on a note block, otherwise I'll just play a note. But other than that, just go along there. And now you're going to go underneath those slabs we just put here. This is a weird pattern, so just follow along here. It goes a fence gate, followed by 2 fences, another gate, another fence, and then 2 dark oak trapdoors. There's a gap of 2 there, and then, yeah, just keep going along. Same pattern. It's okay if you didn't get that. I'm going to show you all 4 over here just to make sure you get it. So a gate, 2 fences, a gate, a fence, 2 trapdoors, 2 air spaces, then 2 trapdoors, a fence, a gate, 2 fences, and a gate. And yeah, and then we're going to place 2 dark oak fence gates under the other sides, much simpler than the rest of it. Feel free to rewind the video if you need a second shot at that. And I almost forgot this earlier, but go ahead to this back corner, replace these 2 blocks here with quartz stairs instead, and then place some warp trapdoors in front of it. Now, we're going to go all the way down here, place a fence and a gate there, and we're going to punch the floor down a little further. Again, just things I forgot to do earlier. Replace the dirt here with cobble deep slate. And why did we do all of that? Well, because we want a pretty waterfall. So we're going to place a water bucket on each of those stairs. It's going to flow all the way down. And would you look at that? You've got a nice, fancy little water feature. And I think it's cute because you know what? You got a little bathtub. It's a functioning... I don't know. It just looked cool. Yeah. And then you're going to come on up here, and now we're going to go ahead and put back in all of this stained glass. Now, panes are, well, a pain to place, and I understand that. So you could actually go ahead and just replace these with white stained glass blocks instead. That would not be a bad idea. It would certainly fit the feeling here, but anywhere that I used glass on this build, I liked it to be a pane, and so it just is more consistent that way. Then again, I did use glass blocks down at the door. Oh well, it still looks good. Now, if you've come only for the build structure, just to see how the Wii house itself was built, it's done. There you go. You've got the entire build right there. You can easily go take this into a survival world or just wherever you want to place it, and you're set. However, if you do want to see how I'd furnish it, just stick around for the rest of the video. But be warned, there are a lot of different blocks that I use in this thing to, make it look fancy, and just do your best to keep up. There's a lot of variety of blocks, a lot of different things, and of course you don't have to follow anything that I'm about to show you. This is just my own take on how this house should be furnished. First thing you're going to do is go ahead and place carpets on top of each of these note blocks, just like so. Oh, yep, and again, you got to shift to click on them, and then go around and place banners to either of the sort of north-south side here. It just kind of adds a little bit of decoration, like a curtain. Over here, you're going to go ahead and place 2 light gray beds, and then 2 warped trapdoors on the end of them, just like so, kind of a little bed frame. Place a crafting table here, and go ahead and top it off with some blue candles. Just a nice little bit of lighting. Over here, you're going to go ahead and line up with this middle section here. You're going to place 4 warped slabs with a trapdoor to either side, underneath which you're going to place the note blocks, and then a trapdoor to either side of the note block just to kind of contain it. Go ahead and place some light blue stained glass panes in the middle, and then some glow item frames above each of those. And this is where you can store whatever treasures. I've got a few things here. And don't forget to add a flower pot on one side and a couple of candles on the other side, just to frame it in, make it look all nice. Yeah, that looks pretty. Back here, you're going to place 3 armor stands, and you can go ahead and top those off with whatever armor you want here. Diamond and netherite, those are the big ones, right? And then, of course, right here, you're going to notice that I failed to grab a trapdoor and put it here. Yeah, that was a mistake. Sorry. Anyone who skipped over the rest of the structure, well, sorry, you missed that one. With the upstairs now complete, head down here. You're going to place 6 shulker boxes in a pattern of light blue and white, just in this order. Go ahead and top that all off with 3 rows of 3 double chests. This obviously is the storage area of the build, just like that. Once you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and go above them and place some cobblestone stairs, and that's going to go just right across the top. And just to the side of this, you're going to go ahead and put a warp trapdoor, followed by a slab, followed by a trapdoor, and you're going to go ahead and extend these cobblestone stairs just over that, the 3 blocks forward, and then you can continue that with 5 blocks of cobblestone itself, and put the stairs in front of those. This is going to be important in just a second. Alright, you're just going to come over here, count off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks over is where you're going to put the first campfire, just one below the ground there. Above that, you're going to put a couple of stained glass panes as well as warped slabs, and then next to those, make sure to put some lanterns for light. Now go ahead and place a crafting table, a cauldron, and fill that up, some stone slabs, and then a couple of blast furnaces above your fires there. Then 1 more stone slab, a smoker, a smithing table, and then 1 more crafting table. Now we're going to do a little decoration, make a little bit of a smokestack out of the smoker with some cobblestone walls, and then we're going to go back over here. In front of every not furnace block, we're going to place a warped sign to kind of make this counter make sense. Just to make it look cool, really. And then on top of these stone slabs here, go ahead, grab a brewing stand, a glow item frame, and then over here I put a campfire that is unlit with a shovel, just like that. Pretty cool. Just for decoration. With one side now complete, let's check out the other side. You're going to go ahead and grab some more dark oak trapdoors, going in 2 blocks and placing it in this L shape like that. Move over by 3 blocks, placing some more on the top there, and then place another L shape symmetrically like that. Now you're going to make bookshelves in this kind of pattern here. Place a pot, and then a grindstone, and then a lantern, and in front of that, this is of course your enchanting setup with an enchantment table. Moving on over to the next available block, place 2 anvils, followed by 2 trapdoors. Atop that, 2 cobblestone stairs, and a painting in the middle. Kind of looks like a TV or a dresser. Right next to that, place another L shape of light blue stained glass. Go over by 3 blocks and do that again. In between those 2 glass panes, go ahead and put some beehives with spruce buttons on the front. It looks like a cabinet or something, which is a cool trick Alex taught me on the Poggies SMP. You'll top it off with a stone cutter, and then another extinguished campfire, and go ahead and slap a jukebox down to the side for good measure. And then in front of it, go ahead and place 2 dark oak trapdoors just to kind of segment it off. And now there's one little corner that still needs attention. Go ahead and place a decorated pot with a fence and a lantern on top, some scaffolding with another trapdoor here and here, and then that sort of decorates your entryway just a little. Now, you might think all the decoration is done, but there's actually one area we've completely neglected, and that is, of course, the ceiling. Now, what we're gonna do up here is we're just gonna place a whole bunch of greenery. It's just gonna look nice up here, out of the way, completely unintrusive. Go ahead, place some azalea leaves with some flowering azalea mixed in, just like so. And something I like to do is also to put some trapdoors and some glow lichen on it to give it a little texture, a little variation, and it just kind of looks planty, and it makes the whole area look pretty nice. And then right next to these leaves, don't forget to go ahead and add a hanging light, because we still need a little more light up in this area just to make sure the monsters never spawn up here. I use just a variety of chains, bring them straight down, and place some soul lanterns at the bottom of them to keep them with that blue Wii theme.
Rising up majestically over the mountainside. I mean, that looks like a Wii to me, you know? That's a Nintendo Wii standing on a freaking mountain in Minecraft. This is probably one of the weirder ideas I've come up with, but it's also one of the cooler ones. So I'm really proud of the way this has turned out. Because, you know, inside you've got a fully livable Wii house. You can come in, you got your kitchen, your storage, your enchantment, whatever. You come up here, you go to sleep. It's all really cool, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. If you do plan on building this, you know, feel free to do so. Don't go publishing this anywhere without crediting me, of course, but if you just use it in your own personal world, what do I care? It's a tutorial for a reason. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in more stuff on my channel, I've got another building tutorial showing up on your screen right now, and if you're wondering why my skin looks a little different than my profile picture, well, that's because I'm using it in Poggy's SMP Season 2, and if you're curious about what that is, that's also on screen for you to click right now. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider looking around my channel a little more, maybe subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching. This is HunterYesHunterNo signing off. Good night.